I think I'm lagging. Turn this music down. I think I'm lagging. I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to monitor. What's cracking, peoples? It's the one and only Crisco Fontaine, aka Coach Crisco. Appreciate you for pulling up if you are here. I appreciate you. I want to check something real quick. This is like, so like these last two, this time and the last time that I streamed, are they're the only times that I've streamed primarily on YouTube, because I typically dual stream on YouTube and Twitch, but I mainly stream on Twitch and I simulcast to YouTube. So now I'm just streaming to YouTube only. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have my settings where I need it. My computer don't explode. I think I'm good. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me double check. Bear with me. I hope you're having an amazing day today, or had an amazing day today, and having an amazing evening. I hope you ate a nutritious meal and got you a nice beverage. I got me a nice little Japanese whiskey, and we're gonna talk about the Golden State Warriors tonight. So, if anybody who knows me, you know that I'm a Stephen Curry fan. I'm not necessarily a Warriors fan, but I'm a fan of Stephen Curry. Hang on. I'm watching the Thunder and the Mavericks. Thunder walked them down. The Mavericks was up double digits. I've kind of been watching this game in passing, but hang on a second. This is not okay. I guess I'm good. Said the stream is healthy, so I'm gonna let it rock. So hang on. We're gonna get into the Warriors. It's a minute and 39 seconds left in this game. The Mavs is up 115-108. They walked them down. OKC walked them down. And this is a game that the Thunder, I'm sorry. I said Japanese whiskey. This isn't Japanese whiskey. This is Japanese apple juice. I'm sorry. I was bugging. I had Japanese whiskey yesterday. This is Japanese. This is like from like a Japanese apple tree. They make some really good Japanese apple juice. So that's what that is. This is a game that the Thunder should win, because, you know, no Luka, and SGA is thus far probably the favorite to win the MVP. So they should win this game. They at home too, but it look like they're gonna lose. Go. PJ Washington is at the free throw line now. 127 left, and they're up 8. So yeah, they're probably gonna win that one. Let me turn this music down just a little bit more, because I feel like it's still up too much. I want to just like chop it up about Golden State. So Golden State, they got off to such a tremendous start this season. They started the season 12-3. Yeah, I made a whole video talking about they were the best team in the West. They were gonna win the West, and you know, I feel like a fool now. They got off to such a tremendous start. They was playing like a 12-man rotation. I thought Steve Kerr looked like prime Phil Jackson, prime Popovich, the greatest coach ever. It's like, okay, he gonna really try to roll with a 12-man rotation? It was working. First 15 games, it was working. They was looking like they were the best team in the West anyways. Fast forward, right now they are under 500. Let me pull up the... Let me close this out. Let me pull up the NBA standings real quick. So right now, yeah, they're 21-22 right now as we stand today. the 23rd of January. 21 and 22, they sit 11th in the Western Conference. Right now, out of the play-in contention. It's not looking good for them. Just like their last game. Actually, I put up the little screen so you can see what I see. So you can see what I see. So actually, let's make it a little bigger. You ain't gotta see me. Okay, so in the last game, right now they're playing the Bulls. They're down 31-26 as we speak, but they just lost to the Kings. Celtics just completely blew them out of the water. They beat the Wizards, but the Wizards, and they snuck past the Wolves. So I mean, they lost to the Raptors, lost to the Pacers. Those are bad losses. And it's just not looking good for them right now. Like they look like a shell of what they looked like in the beginning of the season. So how do you fix that? Get out of the way. How do you fix that? I don't know. I honestly don't know how you fix that. I don't know what trade they could make right now that would make them a contender, because they're gonna have to give up pieces that are important. So if they make a trade for any star, if they make a trade for Jimmy Butler, and I at one point thought that Jimmy would be a good fit for them, but now I'm not sure. If they make Caden Alexander, what's up? What's good with you? How you doing? I don't know if they make a trade, they got to give up some important pieces. They got to give up most teams, if they're looking to make a trade with Golden State, they want Jonathan Kuminga off rip. If I'm Golden State, I don't trade Jonathan Kuminga. I think he's the future. What's your take on Golden State? Are you an NBA fan? You watch the NBA? What you think they should do? I honestly think that I think that they should monitor what goes on in Milwaukee, and if they're gonna bet it all on Steph's last 2-3 seasons or whatever, and if you're gonna trade your future, meaning your Kuminga, your Podziemski, your Jackson Davis, your Moody's, I think you should see what they're gonna do with Giannis, because Giannis wants to win, and the pairing of Giannis and Dame, not sure that was the greatest move that Milwaukee made. You gave up defense for offense, yes, but you have to make sure that you outscoring a team every night if you're going to sacrifice defense for offense. And Milwaukee, although they have turned their season around, I don't know if they have everything that they need to contend in the East. Cleveland's looking great. Boston is the defending champions. New York is going to be there. Those three teams right now, I would take over Milwaukee in the 7-game series. So Golden State could potentially look in that direction, but it's going to have to wait until the off season. So this season is pretty much a wash. If you wait, if you hold off, and you try to see what Milwaukee's going to do with Giannis. But that's a play that you make a move like that. You move Kuminga, you move Podziemski, you move Moody, you move Jackson Davis to get a Giannis. Giannis could be your franchise player moving forward, even if Steph is done after 2 years. So, why? Thank you. Who's the GOAT? Steph's the GOAT? I rock with Steph. Steph is my favorite player to watch. Giannis my second favorite player to watch. Yeah. Steph is definitely the GOAT when it comes to shooting. That's for damn sure. I want to see if I can find some clips of Golden State though. That's basically what this stream is about. Tonight is the Warriors and their plight. I'm multitasking. I'm watching this Thunder Mavericks game. I think it looks like 7 seconds left. Hang on 1 second. No, 9.6. Dallas is on the line. They up 5. They probably gonna pull it out. This is a game that the Thunder should have won though, because they at home. There's no Luka. Supposed to win this one, but the Thunder though. Kobe's my guy also. Are you? Wait a minute. Are you trying to win my heart? Yeah, it's a few games on. Right now, I'm watching the Mavericks Thunder. But there's a few games playing. Actually, let me see. Let me go to all of the games that are happening right now. Let's just go through a rundown of all the games that's happening right now. Put it up. All right, so Mavericks Thunder. That game is about wraps. That's the game I'm checking out. The Bucks belt the ass to the Heat. Let's see. The Nuggets is beating the Kings. The Warriors and the Bulls is, it's early, still early. Lakers Celtics, and then Clippers Wizards later on tonight. Well, actually, they should be kicking off now. Let's see. Is that it? There's some games earlier that finished up. So yeah, there's a few games going on right now. Golden State's on right now. They play the Bulls, or they're playing the Bulls. And that's a game that realistically the Warriors should win, but you just never know. Zach LaVine has been playing great basketball. He's scoreless right now, but he's been playing great basketball recently. Vucevic and LaVine is actually one guy that I kind of have on the radar as far as the Warriors is concerned. Actually, let me see. Let's see. So right now, Wiggs got 9. Steph has 3. There's no Draymond still. Kuminga is still weeks, maybe even a month or so out from that ankle injury. That's hurting him because he was in his stride. So I'm your first person to go on your live stream. Yes. Hey, Lou, you're making me feel real special. Let me move this out the way. I need to talk to you real quick. I feel special that you pulled up to the stream. I do. You're special. I hope you had a tremendous day today. I don't know you, but you have a friend in me. I appreciate you for tuning in to the stream. This is not going to be a long stream as opposed to the other night. And I'm used to streaming on Twitch. I normally stream on Twitch, but so this is my second stream on this channel. I have a few different channels, but second stream on this one. So Zach LaVine, an option. He's one of the guys that I thought about that Golden State could make a trade for, and his teammate Vucevic. It would have to be one or the other. They couldn't get both, but those guys would help. I don't know how much more LaVine would help over Vucevic. I think Vucevic would be a better fit for Golden State just because they do need size. They have historically been small, regardless. How much subs do you have? A little over 1,000. This channel is fairly new. It's fairly new. Vucevic, I think, would be a better fit for Golden State just because they need the size, and he can stretch the floor. He can shoot. He's a decent defender, but he can create his own shot as a big. So I think he would be a better fit than LaVine, even though LaVine is instant offense. I mean, you got Wiggins, even though he can be a little bit inconsistent, and Kuminga when he comes back and he's healthy, he's proven that he can give you 30. You just got to give him minutes. So Vucevic, I think, would be a better fit for Golden State. Now, again, you have 0 subs. What are you trying to do? Do you post any videos? You gotta post some videos. You gotta be consistent. Let me scoot up. Let me get in the shot. You gotta post some videos. So are you trying to grow your channel? If you're trying to grow your channel, you gotta get in front of that camera or get in front of that microphone and just do it. Yeah. If you're trying to grow your channel, you just got to get in front of that microphone and just do it. Whatever you're trying to do with it, but it's whatever you're interested in. We're gonna get off the sports for a minute. Let me talk to you for a minute. If this is what you want to do, then you just got to do it. You don't even think about it. Just you don't need the top of the line equipment. You don't need the expensive stuff. If you got a phone and you want to be in front of the camera, just turn your phone on, hit record, and just make videos and upload them. Don't worry about the quality. Just starting. I remember the very first video that I uploaded. It was a video that I recorded on my phone and uploaded it. That was 15 years ago. Something like that. Like I'm old. You may not think that, but I am. So you just got to do it. If this is what you want to do it. Don't think twice. Just do it. So whatever it is, just go for it. Favorite team in basketball? I don't really have a favorite basketball team. I like basketball players. Just historically, I grew up a Bulls fan because I grew up in the 90s because I'm old. So I grew up, a Bulls fan when Jordan was dominating. And then I became a diehard Kobe fan, but I was never really a Laker fan. Nowadays, I guess if I had a favorite basketball team, I would say Golden State just because of Steph, because he's my favorite player to watch. But I'm a Steph fan. So if he went to Dunleavy and he said, you know what, y'all ain't giving me no help, I want to go somewhere else. And Steph got traded to the Toronto Raptors, I would root for the Toronto Raptors because I like Steph. So I don't really have a favorite basketball team per se. But if I was gun to the head, I got to choose, I would pick Golden State. Golden State, my favorite team. You should. I've been to a few. They're fun. I've seen Steph play. I've seen the Golden State Warriors. I say Steph, like he's the only player. I've been to a couple Golden State games. I've been to because I stayed close to Memphis a few years ago, so I would go to some Grizzlies games. And I've seen Steph. I've seen the Blazers when Dame was there, and I went to a preseason game when OKC still had KD and Russ and that's the squad a few years back. So, you a youngin'. How old are you? You don't have to answer the question because you seem like you're young. So I have to make sure that I watch my language because I typically don't on these streams. Oh, you're 10? Oh no, I could be your father. I don't get to. Well, you can. Just have some patience. You young. You got all the time in the world. So, but you should be in the bed. Don't you got school tomorrow? What you doing up? It's almost 10 o'clock. I remember when I was 10 o'clock. I mean, when I was 10 years old, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, I say 10 o'clock because that was my bedtime. When I was 10 years old, when it was close to 10 o'clock, it was time for me to be in the bed. Yeah. Like you should be getting ready to get your little wash up and getting in the bed, counting them sheeps so that you can, get to school tomorrow. Like, are you on you got a phone? How are you on YouTube right now? On the computer? Where your mama at? You spoiled. Hold up, man. You have your own cell phone. I didn't listen, man. I grew up in the 90s. I know that you probably the 90s. The 90s when Babe Ruth played? No. The 90s, the 1990s. And we didn't have cell phones. Okay. So I can't even fathom being 10 years old, being on my cell phone browsing YouTube on a school night. Close to 10 o'clock. This is crazy. You got an iPhone 16 Pro Max. What's 214? What is that? Was your mom strict? My mom used to whoop ass. Excuse my French. So I guess you could say she was strict. But she was mean. She's nice now because she's old. So but yeah, when I was a kid, I mean, she wasn't the nicest. No. Just letting you know. But it's all good though. It's all good. How did you find this stream? I'm curious. I'm just curious. How did you find this stream? You're absolutely correct. Every mother does need to be treated right. You look like at all at lives. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you pulled up. I don't know if this channel would be any interest of you because you are so young, but if you are interested, feel free to subscribe. And stick around. I mean, I post videos regularly. I don't stream every day, but I try to be regular with my videos. So, you love basketball? Okay. Do you play basketball? And if you play basketball, how do you play basketball? Do you play basketball like Steph Curry? You shoot a lot of threes? I'm curious. I'm just curious to know. You play for MJB? Hold up. Did I see that right? What is that's the league you play in, MJB? You breaking ankles? So when you play ball, do you tend to shoot a lot of 3-pointers? Or how do you shooting buckets? Okay. So you said Steph's the GOAT. Steph's your favorite player? Strength. You have amazing strength at 9. That's good. At 10. No, you said you was 10. That's good. That's real good. Well, you got to keep at it. You seem like you got a good head on your shoulders, unless I'm talking to Chat GPT. Hopefully I'm not. But if you you have a passion for it, then keep at it. Don't slack up. My day was amazing. I woke up. I'm blessed to wake up. I went to work. I worked. I came home. Day was good. Day was good. Thanks for asking. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So Golden State, let me go to the standings because they're not too far out of like contention. Like they're sitting right now at 11. Yeah, right now they're sitting at 11. Let me pull that up. How you going? Actually, we could be gym bros. If you and I was friends, what are you talking about, man? I need you to understand that I'm like almost 30 years older than you. we couldn't be gym bros, man. You 10. I could be your father right now. I could literally be your father right now. You understand what I'm saying to you? I could be your father. I'm almost 30 years older than you, man. I if anything, I could be your mentor. But, you know, I do like to go to the gym. I haven't been in a while, but I do like to go. But you shouldn't lift weights so early because it can stunt your growth. You want to be tall if you're going to be a basketball player. So you don't want to be lifting heavy. You're going to be buff but a midget. Can we watch the game? No, I can't watch the game on stream. I get banned that way. I don't want to get banned. And I had to go work at Taco Bell. And I don't want to do that. So, right now Golden State sits 11th. But let's just look at like the loss column. They're 3 games out of 6th place. So out of the play-in. 3 games. 3 games. So they can go on a quick little run. And you probably can't even see that. Let me zoom up a little bit. 3 games, man. So if they went on a cool little run, they lost 2 straight. And that's what I'm talking about. Like they'll win some games and you're like, yo, how did they win that game? And then they'll turn around and lose a game to the Raptors or lose to the Kings where they should have won. It don't really make sense to me. And I understand, you know, Draymond has been hurt. Kuminga's hurt now. Podziemski's hurt. Steph has missed a few games here and there. GP2 hasn't really been consistent. He's been injured. So they hadn't really been healthy. But at the same time, certain games you're supposed to win if you are going to consider yourself a contender, a legitimate contender. And they just haven't really been doing that. I'm also in a cast. So what happened? Somebody broke your ankle? You can't be in no cast and you trying to, you know, give people buckets. You can't do that, man. Cause you broke your ankle. Somebody broke your ankle. You said you broke your ankle. Somebody crossed you over. And you can be honest. It's all good. Look. If you're 10 years old, you got time to. You can bounce back from that. You know, everybody get caught. I've been crossed over a few times on the court myself. It's all good. I've never had my ankle broken. I've never been in the cast, but it's all good though. You can bounce back from that. It's all good. You try to save the ball. Got that hustle. That's hustle. That's good. You got hustle. You know, sometimes it's good to let the ball go out of bounds. Live to fight another day. Caden. Live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Golden State is concerned, they got to do something. They got to do something if they're going to prolong Steph Curry's career. The man is 36 years old. And, you know, I, for one, I understand what 36 feels like because I'm a few years past that. So he he legitimately, the way he plays the game, he does a lot of running. You know, he's dangerous off the screen. He has a few years left where he could play the way he's played historically. So you have to utilize that, or you just got to blow it up. You got to trade him, or you got to get some pieces in there where he can. You have to get some pieces. You have to get a young piece in there that can come in and be the number one option, so that Steph doesn't have to score 30 every night. You know, Steph can still give you what Steph can give you, but he doesn't have to every night. It's the same with the Lakers. You got a 40-year-old LeBron James. There's no way that LeBron James should be the best player on a squad that is looking to win a championship. No way. Absolutely no way. And I mean, he has Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis should be the number one option. He should be the main guy. He should be the best player on the squad every night. But he's not, because he can't be. So when you have aging superstars that can still contribute at a high level, you have to put young people, young stars around them, so that they don't have to be looked at as, oh, you got to go out and score 30 tonight for us to even have a chance. It's not fair. Phoenix with KD, Bill, Booker. KD shouldn't be the number one option every night. He shouldn't have to be. KD at this point should be the number 3 option. With those 3 guys, he's 36 years old. Booker should be the number 1. Bill should be right there contributing, and KD just do what he do. He shouldn't even have to play 30 plus minutes. Like it doesn't even make sense. What kind of video games do you play? Do you have Black Ops? No, Black Ops. What is that? Call of Duty? No, I don't play Call of Duty. I play games. Excuse me. I play games here and there. Typically 2K. I used to play Madden a lot. Sports games. And maybe the occasional Grand Theft Auto when Grand Theft Auto is relevant. But no, I don't really play Call of Duty. I'm not good at Call of Duty. Anytime I play Call of Duty, I've never been good at it. So I try not to play games that I suck at, unfortunately. What kind of what? What kind of what? Game? 2K? Are you talking 2K or Madden? 2K. Yeah. I have 2K25. But I rarely play it. I'm trying to play it more. But I rarely play it. Let me see if I want to pull up some clips real quick. Who did they play last? The Kings? Let me see. Man, I can't spell. They in school, kids. It's this tablet. I mean, this this doohickey. It's the doohickey. I'm gonna look at these highlights because this is the game that they just played and lost.
Of Interstate 80, and we are underway. Curry will bring it across.
Well, let's check this out. I just want to see how they.
Golden State coming off a loss, historic proportions a couple of nights ago at home, and rebounded by DeRozan. The Sacramento.
Because I'm not understanding, like.
Having won 9 of 11 under interim head coach Doug Christie.
It's a defense thing? They're not. They're just not. That was. Hang on. Where's my mouse at? Damn. Let's go back. Like, I'm noticing something. Okay. As soon as they start lineup, so they had GP2, Wiggins, Buddy Hield, Looney, Steph. Okay. So Steph lets his man go to the deep corner. So he's in no man's land. He's in the middle of the court. Like, you got Wiggs is up top with Fox. GP2's on the ball. What is Steph doing? Like, that's Looney's job to be deeper. Looney should be deeper here. Why Steph, yeah, so I'm looking at this. That defense is horrible. Let's see, who created racism? Whoever did, I had beef with them. It's good. I read about slavery. I was not good. Hey man, that has nothing to do with this stream, man. Why you ain't in bed? I don't know who created racism. The big bad wolf. It is horrible. Racism is terrible. I got beef with the individual that created it too. Would you say you talked about slavery? Slavery is horrible, dog. It's horrible. Slavery is absolutely horrible. You know what else is horrible? Watching this stream without subscribing to this channel and liking the stream. That's horrible too. So you have to make sure that if you're watching this stream that you subscribe to the channel and you hit the like button because it's good for the algorithm, and you tell your friends and your family about me, Coach Crisco. You have to make sure you do that. That's horrible if you don't. So make sure that. No, you all good. It's all good. Yeah, slavery is horrible, man. Racism is too. And don't let anybody tell you that it isn't taught, because it is taught. Now, back to the Golden State Warriors. They're horrible on defense. This right here tells me everything that I need to know. And as much as I love Steph Curry, you just completely you left your man wide open. That was not for you to help, Stephen. You leave a shooter in the corner like that, in the deep corner. Now I'm looking at these highlights for the first time. They played this game the other night and lost. Last night, I think. Last night or the night before. Yeah, last night, 22nd. So Buddy Hield is out here on the ball. And from what I've seen, Buddy Hield, tremendous shooter. He's struggled a little bit recently, but he's a horrible defender. Horrible. So he's on the ball. That's DeRozan. I ain't nothing you can do about that. That's his game. Cross court, Wiggins, bucket. That's why I don't trade Wiggins, because he just got to get more aggressive, I think. But he's going to give you defense. Shot, boy. Let me mute that. Let me just mute it. Oh, that's the laptop. I'm sorry. Mute the laptop. Again, who is that? Trace. So he comes up, but he was beat. So, yeah, if anything, Moody should have laid off and just let Trace take him and rotate out to Sabonis instead of leaving him wide open. But you can live with that, but can't really put that on Trace because Moody looked like he was beat. Good pass. There's another girl. Stepsister. Steph's sister? I think Steph's sister played volleyball. I don't know if she played basketball. I could be wrong. So it's good to see that they bring in. Damn, he traveled. It's good to see that they. Oh, did he? Let me see. Maybe he didn't. Yeah, hell no, he traveled. It's good to see that they bringing Shooter off the bench because it didn't make sense for them to start Shooter and Steph in the backcourt together. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. The great offense is going to be good defense any day of the week. Any day of the week. Yeah, I said I don't know if like just size alone would help them. I think the main thing is just getting somebody there that could take the pressure off of Steph. I think low key, Clay being there, even though Clay doesn't necessarily that's and one. Clay didn't necessarily have the personality of somebody that would like take over a game, but he could take over a game. Golden State doesn't have anybody on their squad right now, other than Steph Curry, that can take over a game. Not one guy. Maybe Kuminga. Maybe he started to look like he was a guy that could, potentially take over a game if he got hot or he's just got into a rhythm. But now that he's hurt, it really shows that they lack a solid number two, even with Wiggins there. So, what? My brother, he said a bad word to you. He's a really mean brother. I apologize because of my brother. He says a lot of bad words to streamers. What your brother say? What did he say to me? I'm a big kid. What did he say? How old is your brother? You don't have to apologize for your brother. Your brother is his own man or boy, one or two. What did he say? It's all good. Tell your brother, he's a horrible brother if he doesn't subscribe to the channel and hit the like button on the stream. It's good for the algorithm. And tell his friends and his family about the channel as well. He's horrible if you don't do that. 19? Okay, he's grown. Tell your brother to pull up then. You have to know. Tell your brother that I'm his age times 2. So I don't really care about any of that, to be honest with you. I don't care. It's all good. We can pull up though. Now, as a matter of fact, don't pull up because I don't want no smoke. I don't know what Golden State could do as far as, because just getting size is not going to do it for them. They need another star. They need another guy that can take over a game outside of Steph Curry. That's the. No, don't tell your mama. Don't snitch. It's all good. You don't have to tell you. You don't have to tell your mama. It's all good. It's all good. What did he do? What did he say? What letter did the word start with? Did he say the B word? Did he say the F word? Or what else? Did he say the N word? What did he say? I'm curious now. Hang on. Let me take that. I'm curious now. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say, man? It was just Martin Luther King Day. What did he say? You say the N word? Did he say the N word? Did he say the N word? The bad words though. He's grown. He's 19. What is mama gonna do? Whoop him? Mama can't put the belt to his butt no more. He's 19 years old. So he's white. Oh no. So basically you telling me what he said. He said the N-word. He called me the N-word. That's funny. It's all good. You don't have to tell your mama. It's all good. Man, I feel like you might be a bot, man. Are you a bot for real? Like for real, for real. I appreciate you. I believe you if you actually did it. Okay. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. No, it's all good, man. It don't affect me, man. Especially over the internet. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do if somebody called me the N-word over the internet through text? Nothing. So it don't affect me. And if it does affect you, don't let it. It is what it is. No. Don't say your. Can I delete that? Damn it. I can't. I'm not signed in. Don't say your real name, man. Don't put your real name on the internet. If you can delete them, if you can delete those, delete those. Where my mods at? Why come I ain't got no mods? I gotta get some mods. Don't ever, like, unless you just have to put your real name on the internet, don't put your real name on the internet, man. So Golden State was up in this game. Good pass. And won. They was up, man. What the hell? They was up. Nah, I'm starting to think it's coaching. They up 16 right here. How do you lose? They've lost a few games. Up 18 right here. They've lost a few games where they were up big and got walked down. So at halftime, they were up 15. No, my math is horrible. 17. They were up 17 points at halftime. 17 points at halftime. And they lose. They lost this game by 7 points, I think. Okay, good deal. I see you deleted those comments. Good deal. Yeah, don't if you are in any other live streams, don't post your real name, because everybody on the internet is not nice, and people will use your name, and they can use your name for a lot of things. I mean, it could be harmless, but still, just don't. If you use a screen name, or your first and middle, but don't just don't give everybody your full name like that. Golden State's up 17 points at the half, and they lost this game. Now I got to see how they lost this game. That's just and one. That's just bad defense. The pass. Stop flopping. And one. So they up 15. Ooh, good rebound. Steph off his foot. And I see a lot of trade projections, and it always have GP2 mixed in it. And I'm like, no, don't trade him. There's no way I'm trading GP2. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm a big GP2 fan. I'm not trading Gary Payton second. Like they let him go in free agency, and then they brought him back. You don't let somebody go in free agency because you don't want to pay him, I guess, and then you trade for him to come back just to trade him off again. Like I don't see that happening. So if they do make a trade, I don't see how Gary Payton would be. He's the guy that has to be there. He's the glue guy. He's one of their best defenders. You think, with somebody like Gary Payton the second, that you can easily throw him in a trade package and get somebody back that would be. No, he's a guy that you need that kind of guy there. He was a big part of them winning in 22, along with Poole, along with guys like Otto Porter, guys like Bielitsa. Those guys were important. Just role players that did their roles well, played their roles well. They weren't stars, no. Poole could have been, if he didn't get the Sonic rings knocked out of him. But those guys, GP2s, the Otto Porter Juniors, the Bielitsas, the Damian Lees, what's the other guy? Damn, I forgot his name. I think he was like Puerto Rican or something, or Hispanic, some type. But he was. They all were important pieces for them to win that championship. So GP2 is not a guy that you just let go. You don't just trade him. Pajimski, Moody, yeah, they can go. Cal Anderson, yeah. See, that can't happen off a made basket. That was on a made dunk. Okay, you dunk. You retreat. Back on defense. You got all 5 guys back. It's 2 guys in the backcourt. It's 3 against 5. How does that happen? That's horrible defense. I see how they lost. That's a good shot. Okay. So they getting walked down. 10-point game though. GP2. If GP2 knocking down threes, y'all supposed to win. You're up 13 now. Still up 13. 5 minutes, 5:40 left in the third. Good shot. That's a good shot. And he didn't make the shot. That's Buddy with the tip. I was wondering why they didn't play post as much. 7 foot. That's your size right there. They got a 7-footer on the bench that they're not playing. He's getting PT now. The last few games I've seen him out there. I always wondered why they didn't play that kid more. Why they haven't played him more. I mean, you got him on the roster. You can't teach height. If he's giving you effort, if he's willing to give you effort, then I'm playing him. Over Looney. Anyway, I mean, just because he's young, he might give you a little bit more energy. And he's 7 feet. So they're getting walked down now. Lead is 5. See, this is how it happens. And I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's maybe Steve Kerr has too much of a Phil Jackson complex. I remember when the Bulls, when they used to be in their modes where teams was making runs on them, Phil wouldn't call timeouts to just kind of let them try to play through it. This team don't have a Michael Jordan on it. You can't do that. Sometimes you got to take a time out to break a run. Look at this. Yeah. Especially when you on the road. You up big. They were up 17. They were up 17 at half. And now it's a 1-point game. And one. Yeah. Buddy Hield, I think somebody did like a they did a comparison on Buddy Hield when he's just a catch and shooter or when he shoots off a dribble, and his percentage from the three when he just catch and shoot is so high, it's like 60% or something like that. I saw he shouldn't put the ball on the floor ever. And the Kings are no slouch. Don't get it twisted. They're no slouch. They've underachieved thus far this season. I thought with DeRozan, he just knocked down a three. You don't shoot them. I thought with the addition of DeRozan, they would be a top 4 team in the West. Top 4, top 5. And they haven't. Right now, they're sitting 7th. So, I mean, they could. Good defense. Arkansas boy. It's another guy that flourished once he left the shackles of the Lakers and LeBron, Ramon James. Wiggins. That's why I'm not trading Wiggs. Yeah. Now they're starting to open up the lead a little bit. Minute left. So this is another game that Golden State had in their grasp, and they let it slide away because they don't have another. They don't have another engine. They don't have another motor. Yeah, that's the game. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I don't know how you I don't know how you combat that other than you have to change up your style. You have to change up your dynamic. And something that I've noticed even with Kuminga in the mix, Golden State, they don't necessarily play any different, even with Kuminga out there. Let's just say Kuminga is their number 2 option, like solidified number 2 option. Sometimes the number 2 option becomes the number 1 option, meaning you run the offense through him. So even when Steph is on the floor, you got Kuminga out there. Get Kuminga the ball, let him cook. Steph, get the hell out the way, let him do his thing. I think it's too many times when Kuminga is out there and Steph is out there with him, they're still looking to make a play to try to get the ball to Steph because he is their best chance to score. Even if Kuminga has an advantage in his matchup, he has the ball in his hand. If he's your number 2 option, you let him cook. But they don't really look different, if that makes sense. There's no change of pace. Even though Kuminga gives you a change of pace, the offense itself is still so wrapped around Steph Curry and his action. So I don't know how they get away from that, because they have been so heavily engulfed in the Splash Brother era. Now there's no Clay. Steph is there by himself, but that action is still so heavily influenced by how they played. And then you try to incorporate another guy that plays completely different from Klay Thompson, in Kuminga. I don't know how that works for them. So I don't know. Maybe somebody like Zach LaVine would be good for them, because not saying that I've compared Zach LaVine to Klay Thompson, because I'm not doing that, but He's a better shooter, better scorer. Well, better shooter than Kuminga. Kuminga can get to the basket. He's decent, back to the basket, mid range. He can get to the basket though, and he can score. He's proven that he can score the ball. So, but somebody like Zach LaVine could be a move for Golden State, depending on who they've had to give up. I think I would pass on Jimmy Butler. Thinking on it twice. From Golden State, I think I would pass on Jimmy Butler. Vucevic, also from Chicago, could be a play if they want to go the big man route. They can also space the floor. Valanciunas in Washington is an option. I also seen where I don't know if there's actual reports that they're interested in trying to make a play to get KD back. But if I'm KD, I wouldn't want to go back. If I'm KD, I would want to do everything in my power to try to win a championship without Golden State, because that's part of his. I'm not gonna say his legacy is tainted, but everybody is like, okay, well, you went to Golden State, the team that you had down 3-1. They walked you down and beat you, and then you join them, you win championship, and then you win another championship, and then you leave, and then they win a championship after you left, and they already had won one before you got there. So they proved that they didn't need you to win a championship, but you needed them. So if I'm KD, I wouldn't want to go back. But Golden State, I mean, if I'm Golden State, I would inquire. And if he did, and he was cool going back and playing with Draymond, and know how that dynamic kind of ended when it did. But if he's cool with that, then hey, I would make that inquiry anyway if I'm Golden State, depending on who I would have to give up, because that's kind of the same thing as Jimmy Butler. 34, 35, 36. I think KD is same age as Steph, so he's 36 years old. You don't want to give up too much of your youth to get a guy that you're only going to have for another year or two, maybe. With the history of injuries, so I wouldn't break the bank to get KD back. I mean, there's just not really a lot of people out there. I think the Lauri Markkanen trade before the beginning of the season was the best move that they could have made. I think they may have dodged the bullet in not getting Paul George, but Lauri Markkanen would have been perfect for Golden State if they just would have been okay getting rid of Podziemski, because I don't know if they thought he was the golden goose, but negative. But other than that, I mean, unless they just, call this a dead season, I'm not going to necessarily say tank, but call it a dead season and maybe try to make a play during the off season. Like I said, see what Milwaukee's going to do. If Milwaukee, I'm going to say this. I think if Milwaukee does not win a championship this year, Giannis is going to look to do something else. So I think I vaguely remember something about him, saying he would be interested with playing with Steph. I don't see Steph Curry going to Milwaukee. So that would be an interesting play for them, but that would have to happen in the offseason. That's the ultimate play. You want to be, make a major play, make a major move. That would be the move that I would make. Play the season out. Wait in the offseason, see what Milwaukee's going to do. And if you want to break the bank, I would break the bank for Giannis. I would. Me personally. I'm not a GM. I'm just a fan, but I would break the bank for Giannis. Other than that, you would be, just trying to go for broke for a Jimmy Butler that might move the needle, but maybe not. Zach LaVine, we don't know how healthy he would be consistently. If you can keep him on the floor, then maybe. Or Vucevic. But Vucevic by himself is not going to move the needle. KD is not necessarily, and no, I would not trade for LeBron James if I'm Golden State. Absolutely not. Hell no. Hell no. Because the Lakers will want too much anyways for LeBron. 40. He's 40. Okay? 40 years old is 40 years old. I don't give a damn who you are. 40 is 40. So no. I wouldn't trade for LeBron. And there's just not really anybody out there that doesn't have a crazy contract that's horrible, like a Bradley Beal. And even a Jimmy Butler, who is owed like $52 million next year, because more than likely he's going to opt in. If Miami doesn't trade him, he has a player option for like $52 million, I think, next season, which is crazy. It's ridiculous. And then like medial trades for like Cam Johnson, the shooter trade, it helps, but again, it doesn't move the needle. So I don't know what they could do to fix, the issue that they are having this season, other than just maybe trying to get healthy and just see what this roster can do moving forward, and then maybe try to make a major play for a big fish like a Giannis next season, during the offseason going into next season. Other than that, I don't really know what Golden State can do. But I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments after the fact. Not in this stream, of course. But if you were in the stream, Young and Caden, I appreciate the conversation. And tell your brother to live, laugh, and love, man. Spread love, not hate. It's not a good look, man. And he shouldn't go, around, saying the N-word to people as a white guy, especially in real life, because you might get punched in the face. I appreciate you for pulling up. Appreciate you for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the stream, hit the like button. It's good for the algorithm. And I'm going to bed. See you on the next one.